louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Seahawks and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. 2nd and 3. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for third and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Walker now on first and 10. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away as his guys have now moved out in front. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few. Reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points.